Hey guys, welcome back to Zeal Tarot. Today we have another pick a card with messages from your guides. So please feel free to take a moment to pause and meditate on these piles to see which one you are most drawn to. This one's pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I will see you at the timestamps below. Hey group 1, this is the group with the titanium quartz. So the overall energy for your reading, we have He of the Fiery Sword. And this card is all about your will, courage, inner strength, that desire to express yourself, create. And then first we have the Three of Cups. So this is celebration, happiness, prosperity, emotional fulfillment. This is what it's like wants to come out with this He of the Fiery Sword energy. And the Three of Cups is clarified by the Hierophant and the Eight of Air, which is interference. So this is having the long-term vision, discipline, diligence, that knowing, that faith in yourself, that you can create this Three of Cups. But with this interference as well, see how they're both looking in the same direction. The polar bear knows, but it's as if there's a small voice inside of us that is creating doubt. Maybe feeling inadequate, feeling like our manifestation might not come to be. But the polar bear is here to say that yes, we can do this. We can create this. The polar bear has that inner knowing, the Hierophant energy. And then next we have the Five of Wands, which is conflict. And it's really interesting how there are 3 characters in this Three of Cups card. And there are also 3 characters in this Five of Wands card. And the bird is coming in here to kind of serve as a mediator between this conflict, this tension inside, this internal struggle. Maybe it's a mental struggle. Like, can I really do this? Is my wish, is what I really want to create, is that even possible? With the Seven of Cups, all of these dragonflies, like, whoa, is this real? It's that interference, that part that maybe doesn't think that we can, but that's where the Son of Air comes in. This desire for freedom, mental freedom. This is freeing ourselves, choosing to work towards whatever it is we are trying to change in our life. Daily thoughts, actions, words, releasing the need to sabotage ourselves through indulging maybe in this energy, this interference. To be clear in our thoughts, to kind of come to a balance, to soothe that part of us that is in conflict, to reassure ourselves. Because next we have the Two of Wands followed by the World. And this is making that choice. I love how in this card the rabbit is holding the world, has its paw on the world, and then we actually have the World card right after. So this is having that fire, that will to choose which thoughts we want to indulge in, whether we want to believe in ourselves or stay in this doubtful mental agitation, anxiety energy. Choosing what we focus on. Because with this Two of Wands, this choice, this is our choice. This Three of Swords, Father of Fire. Dwelling on past mistakes, past hurts. Mourning the past, grieving the past. Maybe if we did something that we perceived to be a mistake in the past, that's learning from that mistake. It's like this elephant energy is kind of the same as this buffalo energy in the horizon behind this person. This is harnessing that he of the fiery sword. This is your choice. It's like we have so many choices throughout our days, and all of these little choices add up to big choices that seem big in the future, but really it's just like another little choice that's a result of what we had happen in the past. So we always have a choice to move forward. I hope that didn't sound too confusing. It made sense in my head, and then when it started to come out, it was a little bit jumbled. This is choosing our thoughts. Because we have this world card, and it's clarified by the Tower and stress. So whatever this big transition, this passionate, this fire energy that we are working towards, if we are trying to create a change in our life, maybe new opportunity and new experience for us, it's a tower moment. It's a big change. It's a big transition, maybe something that we are not used to experiencing, or if we aren't used to thinking that way, to really putting in the solid effort and believing in ourselves. It's like once we can get over this inner conflict, once we can resolve that within us, we can move towards this world energy. And it seems like this inner conflict it's showing up in like every stage. So it's like every stage of us, our transition, there's a part of us that wants to continue forward, to have this change, to experience this Three of Cups, this stable, knowing dreams, something we love, something we're passionate about, creativity, self-expression, our inner truth, being in alignment with who we really are. It's like every stage has some of this doubt that carries over, this inner and outer conflict. It's like we're holding ourselves back in some way. And it's so interesting how the overall energy is he of the fiery sword, and then the underlying energy is that same contrast. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and this card is described as alone in my castle. So this is needing to come to a balance within us, and understanding that fear is normal, especially with any change, but it seems like this change is going to be it's really going to open up more opportunities for us. Like the world, we have the world kind of twice once we make this decision. And then with your animal guide, we have the owl, which is more of this air energy, the mental. See how the owl is so calm, and it's like they are looking. They have kind of the same face, how they are looking. It's seeing clearly through maybe the thought loops, the mistakes that we might be replaying from our past, knowing that we can move forward and we can claim power over, our life. We can co-create with the universe. We can set those intentions and take those actions towards what it is we really want to experience. And it's our choice. It's a choice on what we want to focus on, a choice on what we want to pursue. And this is having that clear sight, that clear inner vision to understand that we are harnessing really both. So we're harnessing this Hierophant energy, and we are also harnessing this Eight of Air interference energy. So it's our choice on what we wish to happen. By choosing our focus, changing our perspective on our situation. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped, and I will see you next time. Take care. Hey, group 2. This is the pile with the agate. So, the overall energy for your reading, we have the Sage. And this is the wisdom gained from our past experiences, compassion, strength, inner strength, integration of our mind and our heart. He kind of looks like a lion as well. A lion and a tree, so it's grounded fire. And then first we have the Seven of Swords. This card is about putting down burdens. And this Seven of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess and the Daughter of Fire. So it's as if we are relying on our inner guidance, our inner strength to manifest. See how this Black Widow spider is creating a web. And with the Daughter of Fire, this creativity, courage, she's smudging away. I imagine it to be smudging away what doesn't align with our true self. This is coming into alignment with our authenticity. And removing ourselves from mental patterns, thought processes, emotional attachments that are not serving us really. Letting these swords go and walking away. And then next we have the Five of Cups. And this is a similar energy as the Seven of Swords. The owl in this image, she has 3 eggs that have been damaged that are not going to hatch. And there are 2 eggs that are still healthy. And the author describes this, or the artist author describes this as the owl not wanting to tend to these 2 eggs because she is focused on these 3 eggs. And I love how this smudging, this like smoke, is in all 3 of these cards. It's as if these 2 swords that we have left back here, they're still coming up for clearing and resolution. In the Five of Swords, we have clarified by the Four of Cups and the Son of Earth. So this is more of this distraction. Like, how many shiny things can somebody have? And it's a Cups card, so this is about our emotional attachments. So if we have any vices, addictions, shopping is an addiction, eating, if anything that we do out of emotion, so something that is distracting us from what is already with us, the Son of Earth, this long-term stability within oneself, grounded. How the Son of Earth is clarifying this Five of Cups as if saying to the owl, hey, these 2 eggs are still healthy. Nurture them. Nurture what is already within you. Do not let our emotions pull on us. If it's regrets or, any unhealthy attachments, something that we consider to be unhealthy. Long-term stability, working towards that, putting in the daily effort through every one of our little actions. That inner balance. And then next we have the Hanged Man in reverse, which is that awareness of whatever is pulling on us. 8 of Cups in reverse. Upright, this is a salmon that has this innate pull towards they travel back to where they were born. So this is that like unconscious pull. But the fact that it's in reverse and it's also with the inner strength card is overcoming these emotional attachments. To rely on our inner strength, our high priestess energy, become grounded in ourself and harness that inner fire. So we can walk away from these swords and we can nurture what we already have. This is that knowing. This is focusing on the now. Focusing on the now and putting in the solid effort for the future. This is knowing that we have a future also. It's knowing that life doesn't end right here. We still have these two eggs with us, no matter what we have been through. It's as if we just need to be aware of whatever gifts we have available. And maybe they don't even seem like gifts. Maybe it seems like everything is not a gift. But I think that is the sage energy that we're being asked to harness. To smudge away these thoughts and know that it's what you allow into your web. Next we have the Temperance card, and this is coming to that harmony, that balance. Temperance card is clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Water. So the Four of Pentacles, squirrels gather a lot of nuts and a lot of seeds, a lot of food sources, but not all of their acorns are actually used as food. Like a lot of the time, the acorns grow into trees. So this is again that distraction, like how much do we really need? And how much is already with us? Shifting our focus. It's like our choice. And balancing between these two energies, this Ten of Water, Ten of Cups energy, happiness, fulfillment. What really makes us happy? Is it these things that we've been collecting? These things that we see, these things that we want? It's like soothing that part of ourself that wants more. And knowing that it may be a pattern that we need to break. Like an emotional habit. But you have this sage energy that is permeating the entire reading. So this is coming into that balance, and how he's two different colors. He's integrating his energy. Grounded fire. More of that temperance. And knowing that you have the strength to overcome whatever this emotional pull is. Because this strength is starting off the reading. The entire reading, it's so beautiful. It starts on the High Priestess and the end at the Ten of Water. So it's this little like back and forth. It's a pull, but you're already like walking away from it. And you already have these two eggs in your nest. And then like that inner strength card is so strong. And for your underlying energy, we have the Knight of Wands. And this is fire, action towards manifesting what you really want to experience in life. Confidence, being your authentic self. Knight of Wands. These cards look really interesting together. We have this like smudging, and then it's as if her like heart is being like, I don't know, what is the word for that? It's like a highlighted. She's like highlighting her inner self. And the opposite of this smoke energy, this pulling, this is like a shining of yourself. And then your animal guide, we have the shark. which is similar to this temperance energy. Because sharks aren't always, a lot of the time they are just swimming around very calmly. But then when it's time to, to exhibit this Knight of Wands energy, then they can be pretty fast. Also, it's water energy, so this water is being, I think it's being a little bit more selective maybe with what we allow to pull on us with these cups cards. And this is kind of an emotional, maybe scarcity mindset with the squirrel, which is a normal development, especially if you have experienced scarcity in the past. It's normal to develop that. But I think that your guides are saying that you can release that. You can release some of that. And to allow what you already have to be enough, to know that it's already enough, to hone in on your inner strength and allow that to fuel you rather than a subconscious emotional pull. To come into that balance. Okay, well, that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped, and see you next time. Take care. Hey, Group 3. This is the pile with the orange calcite. So the overall energy we have for your reading is the Singer of Initiation. This is through passage through trial, a dark night of the soul maybe, a difficult situation that we are growing through. It's we must pass this initiation in order to make sure that we're ready for the next stage, for the next phase, whether it's a healing phase or if we are creating change in our life, which healing is creating change in your life. So this is initiation. And the first cards we have in your reading are the Nine of Pentacles and the Star in reverse. So this is self-confidence, self-assurance, self-reliance, abundance, contrasted with the Star in reverse. Maybe a lack of hope, doubt, not knowing if what we are doing is going to pay off. In the Nine of Pentacles, she's clarified by the Five of Wands and Spirit Guide. So this is tenacity in a hostile environment. This is relying on yourself for your inner strength to get through whatever it is, these five wands that have been pointed at you or that we have pointed at ourselves. A lot of times it's resistance. Maybe a part of us is resisting this change that we are trying to create. And it's your guides are here with this spirit guide energy. This is divine assistance, our higher selves, supporting this Nine of Pentacles. And clarifying the star, we have the Sun and the Shaman. And it's so cool because the sun is also a star. So even though the star is in reverse, it's we know that the sun will come out. That this transformation, this initiation, this shadow work, whatever we are experiencing, whatever we are learning from, it's we are incorporating those lessons and maintaining faith, maintaining our knowing, that belief in ourself. Their eyes are closed, but it's they have this knowing that the sun is there. It's you don't need to look at the sun to know that the sun is there. And then next we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems like this Star in reverse and this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this is whatever hardship we are currently experiencing. Lack of stability, a lack of a new beginning, a lack of abundance. But it's like we are already abundant. So it's knowing that we are already abundant, even if maybe our external reality isn't quite showing it. And this Ace of Pentacles is clarified by Temperance and the Ace of Waters. So this is that balance, that inner balance, knowing that our external reality will change once we can integrate this darkness, our shadows, to have that knowing that we can claim our power in our reality. We can co-create whatever it is we want to experience. That this is to help us, this initiation. It's like emotional balance, even if our stability is impacted. The Ace of Waters. It's a new beginning in feelings, a new beginning in our emotions. It's like we are learning to regulate, to not let our environment dictate how we feel, which is so powerful. Not being influenced by, what's going on outside of us, having that stability within, even if it doesn't look promising, maybe from a facts point of view. It's believing in ourselves. Because then we have the Fool, and how this person is like staring straight through the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Star in reverse, looking right at this Nine of Pentacles, walking right towards that. It's kind of like a cycle. How we go this way and then it goes right back that way. This initiation. And maybe we have experienced like the Star in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse a few times. But this initiation is to make sure that we get it. We get that inner knowing really solid. So what we move into is this world energy. And with the Seven of Earth depletion right next to it, it's knowing how to shift our perspective. Because the depletion energy is, it's like these sunflowers, very similar to this world. Each sunflower contains so many seeds that they just need to be planted, and then you have like a whole field of sunflowers. It's gaining the knowledge from our experiences and knowing that within all of these experiences, even if they were failed attempts, even if they didn't work out and has us feeling like this, Star in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's knowing that deep within, we still know who we are. We can still maintain our balance. Sticker. What? It's like and your underlying energy, we have the Six of Wands, which is blossoming confidence. Same colors as this Nine of Pentacles. Wands, so this is fire energy. Believing in yourself, knowing that whatever this is, that it's making you stronger, emotionally balanced, mentally balanced. And your animal guide, we have the sea serpent, which looks just like this world. That inner knowing, that temperance, that balance, and how it's this sea dragon eating its tail. It's like a rebirthing. rebirthing in authenticity. This Star in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's also reminding me that, maybe by being in our authenticity, we are aligning with different star opportunities and different Ace of Pentacles opportunities. So maybe what we were working towards before, it wasn't really supposed to be happening because, as we go through this transformation, harnessing this shaman energy, we're aligning with something that's much better suited for us, that we'll be able to see in the future. Alright, that is all I have for you guys. Stickers hating above. That is a death and rebirth cycle. That is this initiation, this transformation. Alright, take care you guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey group 4. This is the pile with the kunzite. So the overall energy for your reading, we have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. This is such a beautiful card. This is all about giving and receiving love. Love for oneself, compassion, appreciation, love for those around us. Opening our hearts. So first we have the Seven of Wands. This is competition, rivalry, Wands energy. So this is passion, that fire, courage. And this Seven of Wands card is clarified by 2 more fire cards. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Fire. So this is that courage and that action towards whatever it is we are looking to manifest in our lives. Our inner fire, our inner strength. Having a clear sense of purpose, of direction, authenticity. In this card, it's as if it's like a phoenix, that rebirthing. And how the Ace of Fire is pointing straight at the Seven of Wands, and this goat is standing on top of this hill. Following our inner direction. And next we have the Three of Wands. So this is expansion. Expansion, it's as if we shot this Ace of Fire energy and we're using the action of the Knight of Wands towards our own. This is another Wands card, so this is like our own fire, our own passion, creativity, that spark of creativity, that action. And the Three of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Mother of Air. So this is happiness, emotional fulfillment, equal give and take. Look how clear-minded she is. It's as if this stag is looking out into the distance, and she's also looking out into the distance. And with the eagle behind, it's that higher perspective on the situation. This is total balance of the mind and the heart. This is so cool, so beautiful. And I love how these are penguins, these are emperor penguins, and it's very cold here, but the image is so warm. So it's that contrasting again. That balance, harmony within us. And then next we have the Queen of Wands. So independence, action. It's this so much fire in this reading. Clear purpose. It's so beautiful. And then clarifying, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Earth. So it's like, even if something didn't work out in the past, it's being stable within ourselves. It's having that inner wealth, our inner treasure trove that we can tap into to harness this Queen of Wands energy. Knowing ourselves, knowing our worth, knowing what it is we want to create. It's like they're looking out into the distance with the knowing that this is what they're creating, what we are creating. Not letting past events and past failed starts keep us from that knowledge of this 10 of Earth energy, stability in oneself, despite our circumstances. In this card, there's like a little lion creature in the background too. This is more fire. And her wings, this fairy looks like she could be from this cold place wherever these penguins are. The same like icicle energy. And then next we have the Eight of Swords, which is, in this card, it would be like confusion, isolation, self-imposed suffering. Maybe a part of us that is doubting all this fire. Like, is this fire real? But I love how this Eight of Swords card is clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Sun of Water. This is like, even if there are like glimmers of doubt on the surface, to be clarified by two cards that are like knowing cards, like it's knowing that you can experience this joy, this transformation. It's a butterfly. Emotional fulfillment. This is so beautiful. It's knowing our emotions and knowing that we aren't defined by any past setbacks, that we are a Queen of Wands. We are harnessing this Queen of Wands energy and relying on your inner strength, your inner fire to like propel you forward with that emotional knowing, opening up to love, to loving yourself. I love how he's looking at this like cup of water. Understanding our emotions, understanding what our limiting beliefs are, what may be keeping us from manifesting. But starting off with so much fire, it's like the fire can propel us. And then more fire and more fire, all fire, and then we have like a little bit of mental back and forth. But it's clarified by this nurturing depth of emotion, compassion that we're carrying for ourselves. And then for your underlying energy, we have the Knight of Cups, which is leading by the hearts. The heart as a compass, something we are passionate about, something we care deeply for. And it's like loving ourselves no matter what. It's like being there for yourself. And having the courage to pursue what it is you really want to. And then for your underlying energy for the animal guide, we have the golden egg. And this is so similar to this. To me, it's like he's looking into this nest. And like there's a golden egg inside. It's like this is the golden egg inside of us, our heart. Being led by our heart, balancing our minds, emotions, heart. And this is sticker. And being open to sharing sharing, giving and receiving, through having an open heart, through understanding what drives us, what motivates us. That was a beautiful reading. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope that you found this helpful, and see you next time. Take care. Hey Group 5. This is the pile with the red calcite. So your overall energy we have for this reading is the Singer of Healing. This is healing of the body, the mind, and the spirit. A little bit like a hanged man position. It's like a pause. And then next we have the Sun, so a new beginning. And this Sun energy is clarified by the Hermit and the Seven of Air futility. So this is that healing. So we have the Sun, a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new experience, a new day. And we have a Sun again here. It's as if this new opportunity is creating a pause. It's like we need to pause and catch our breath before we head into this Sun energy with the Hermit. This is worries. But it's knowing. It's like we know that there are new buds that are about to be sprouted off of these tree branches. And we just need to take a moment to collect ourselves maybe before heading off into this. If we are healing from a past situation, we don't want to project the past onto whatever this future opportunity is. And we know how important it is. It's like a double sun. So it's making sure that we are ready, that we are whole, that we are healing before stepping into the new. Because then we have judgment. So this is an ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. This Sun brings judgment. And with this judgment energy, again, it's this coming into balance with our emotions, our feelings, and knowing that we need to take time in this Hermit energy with the Two of Cups and the Hermit. So we have the Hermit twice now. But this is great. It's like we know what needs to be done internally to make sure that our manifestation is in a way that would best serve us. This fire, there's like a fire burning in this card. It's like he's tempering the fire, cleansing himself, like smudging himself, and the bear in the background coming out of hibernation, taking a pause before the sun rises again. It's like a sunset or a sunrise, following our intuition through this Hermit energy. And then next we have the King of Wands. So this is forward movement, passion, creativity, charisma, power, drive. King of Wands, fire energy. And that is clarified by the Chariot in reverse and the Lovers. So this is more of this Hermit energy. It's like we have the Hermit, and this is like similar. It's like slow movement while we come into a balance. Two of Cups again, while the Lovers, same kind of feeling. Loving all aspects of ourselves. That harmony, that inner harmony. Emotional, mental, physical balance. And then next we have the Two of Swords. So not being able to see something. In this image, it's a falcon, and they have their eyes covered. And they're normally very swift, very fast-moving birds, powerful birds of prey. But we know, it's as if we know that there's something that we're not seeing that might kind of alter our perception of whatever this judgment, this new beginning is. So we are taking a step back to heal, to go into this hermit energy, because it's a new beginning. We have the Two of Swords clarified by the Three of Earth growth. So maybe it's needing to understand how far we've come, how much we have learned from this experience that preceded this moment. Understanding that we might feel like just sprouted seeds right now. But this sun, this judgment, will require us to become trees, to grow into trees. So I think it's being balanced within, so we will have this inner strength, that fire, that King of Wands energy, to grow. Three of Earth, but it's like fire growing upwards. And how this grasshopper is leaping, taking that leap of faith. The red calcite. And then your underlying energy, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is stability, long-term stability. Making those daily actions to create that solid foundation for ourselves in the material world. Being grounded in the material world, so physically. It seems that whatever we have been working towards it for a long time. And even this King of Pentacles, it looks like fire, this King of Wands energy. There's like fire in the background, and there's like fireflies, or his pentacles, or like, I don't know what that is. Sparks of fire, the sun. And then for your animal guide, we have the gazelle. So this is that combination of the hermit energy, that pause, that healing energy, mixed with the fire, the King of Wands action. It's like it's not time yet to move forward, to take this leap. And we know that. So we are taking this time to heal, to rebalance before we get up. But the sun is here. This is so cool. Sun is here, judgment is here. And it's like we know. And we know what to do also. This is really nice. Alright, well that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped. And see you next time. Take care.